Howdy y'all, Wayne from Dallas, Texas here. I react to all things UK. Got a video here for you today to react to. Came to me from a subscriber, good supporter of the channel, Nathan. I always thank you for your support for the channel. And he linked up with my Buy Me a Coffee. I'm having a little trouble here pulling this up on the screen. He linked up with my Buy Me a Coffee and he suggested this video. It's called Uffington's White Horse. And it is from a channel called West Country Wanderings. Haven't reacted to this channel. I appreciate the support of my channel, Nathan. It's always good to chat with you too. I mean, Nathan and I exchange emails quite a bit. Talk to one another. He joins us in my live streams I do every day. So I appreciate the video and the support of the channel on my Buy Me a Coffee. If you want me to react to a video, that's how you do it. You go to my Buy Me a Coffee and you buy me a coffee and suggest a video, and then I'll react to it. So I don't know what is Uffington's White Horse. I don't know what this is. So I'm going to be totally blind hearing about this from West Country Wanderings. I'll put a link in the video description back to their channel. I don't know. What is Uffington's White Horse? I don't know who Uffington is. Or is that a place? I don't know. Let's see what it is. West Country Wanderings, short bite series. Okay. Oh. Gorgeous. Yeah, Nathan knows what I like. I love the countryside. Oh my gosh, where is this? White Horse Hill, okay. White Horse Hill. What region is this? Where is this? Somebody let me know if they don't.
Hello and welcome to West Country Wanderings. Welcome to a short bite. Yes, glasses on today. It's a very, very bright day. Here in early March. I'm here in the county of Oxfordshire, just outside the village of Uffington, to have a look at the famous White Horse. This area, in fact, is known as the Vale of the White Horse. And this is the North Wessex AONB, area of outstanding natural beauty. Now, as well as being the Northwest.
Okay, I'm glad he told me where that was. Now, Nathan, originally from Bristol. It kind of looks like not too far away.
This AONB. This area is also known as the Berkshire Downs, although today we're not in Berkshire, although this area originally was, because Berkshire contracted around 1974. So down there you might be able to make out Uffington's Church, which is where I was earlier this morning, making a video about the Wilts and Berks Canal. But hear all about the horse. So let's climb up to the top and I'll tell you all about it. So we're currently looking up to the top of the ridge. This is where we need to get to, because that there is the ridgeway itself that runs along the top. It's a long distance footpath going across the top there. And when we get to the top and have a look at the horse, and I'll tell you a bit about that, what I know about it, there is another interesting feature here, and that's an Iron Age fortification, except it's not known as a fort, but a castle. So we'll have a look and see if we can find that. I think that's on a slightly higher ridge above the horse itself.
Okay. Yeah, I love a good walk.
So we have a very good explanatory board here. And something that's slightly unusual is that flat-topped hillock there, which is known as Dragon Hill, and it's a main outcrop from the main downward scarp. And it was scoured into the shape by meltwater during the Ice Age, and then levelled off by the Daibuni tribe. That was a Celtic tribe that we've mentioned previously here on West Country Wanderings before the Roman invasion, to get the shape that we see today. But what we're going to see, though, is the oldest dated chalk figure in England, which is just over the other side of the ridge there, and it dates between 1,400 and 600 years BC, so much older than the other ones that we have seen before on the channel. Covered the one at Churhill previously on a monthly vlog. near the town of Calne. I think there's about 8 or 9 around Wiltshire. Now, why is it called Dragon Hill, though, even though the Dabuni tribe were there? Well, it goes back to legend, the legend of St. George. It's supposed to be the site where St. George fought and slew the ferocious fire-breathing dragon. And there's a white mark on the top of it. I'll see if we can have a look down at that as we get fire on up. And, yeah, that white mark there is said to be where the dragon's blood lay into the ground. And now we're just starting to appear to see the famous White Horse itself, that very sparse marked.
Okay, so I've heard that story. We've all heard that story. So this is where that's supposedly happened. Okay.
Horse. Well, some people have considered it to be possibly a cat or other animal over the years, but now I think historians are agreed that it is indeed a horse, but very minimalist compared to the other ones in nearby Wiltshire. So there we're looking at the hind legs of the famous White Horse here on Uffington Hill, or White Horse Hill.
This is a chalk. This is chalk. It's crazy. Yeah, I never heard of this. Like I said, Nathan kind of knows how my tastes run, and this is something I would want to learn.
So now we're at this angle. You can actually see that white scar just on the flat top of Dragon Hill. You can almost imagine a helicopter landing on it, couldn't you? But no, so it's a scheduled monument there, but it is a naturally occurring geological feature, although the top of it, albeit altered by mankind.
Okay. Yeah,
there's a great interpretive board here, describes the view you can see from the top from Swindon. I can see that insurance block you can see from the railway station there at Swindon over to Shrivenham, Highworth, which I drove through on my way here today, to the Defence Academy, RAF Fairford, Coleshill, Flamborough Wood, Badbury Hill, Woolston, the Cotswold Hills, Farringdon, RAF Brize Norton, the railway, of course, which I saw earlier in my Wilson Barks video, the church at Uffington, right round to the Chilterns, Kingston, Leal and Didcot. So on the way to the White Horse, you have this feature here, which is a pillow mound. It's a lozenge-like shape, and it's a burial mound containing burials. And they found skeletons dating back to the Stone Age, Bronze Age, Iron Age, Roman times, and the Anglo-Saxon period. Burials included men, women and children, while some skeletons from the Roman period were found to have coins in their mouths in order to pay for passage into the next life. And of course there's many other burial grounds around this hill here in Oxfordshire, denoting its symbolic significance to humans over generations. Well, there it is, the amazing Uffington White Horse, carved out of the chalk landscape. Originally it was actually ditches, and then they cut out chalk from other parts of the hill and ground that down and packed that into the ditch that was left.
Okay, now I'm starting to get it. They filled in ditches with chalk from the area. Created a horse. Okay. This is really cool to me. It's fascinating. And so old. You know, to think somebody did that so long ago. And then I can still see it and learn about it. Yeah, I'd never heard of this. But that is really cool. And what gorgeous countryside. I would like to go for a walk there. Look at, that's the first good view I've had of it. Okay. Wow. Wow. And y'all take care of this. It's so great. It looks like it's just well preserved and maintained. That is amazing. Uffington's White Horse, and Uffington is nearby.
So here we're looking at the head of the horse and down through its spine where the tail would be. One of the odd things about it that appears to me is it appears to be, this sounds a strange thing to say, in slightly the wrong location, because if you wanted to see it from the maximum number of people from the hillside, I would have thought you would have put it further down the hillside down there where there's more of an angle of a slope, so it would have been visible, because you can't see it from Uffington at all, although I think you can from the village of Longcott. So why was it placed here, this exact spot? Well, that's got scientists and historians thinking and puzzled across the generations.
Okay. So that's the mystery always makes it more fun. Why is it there? Why is it in that spot? But yeah, that makes it more fun. That is a glorious view that he's got from atop there.
So what I'm going to do to close the video, I think, is to go to the village of Fernham, which I think is probably going to have the best view looking across to the White Horse here, so we can get a better view of it on there. But one thing to add is one of the things that has been speculated about the horse and why it is in that exact position is to do with the sun. Now, at certain times in the winter, it appears that the horse is galloping across the sun in terms of shadows.
No.
And there's a relationship between that and astronomy. Well, we don't know, of course, but it sounds a very, very interesting theory. And obviously, clearly, it was built, rather carved out of this, in that exact spot for a very precise reason, which has now been lost over the mists of time. Now, the amazing White Horse there, this site here is managed by the National Trust, and every few years they do have to restore it because grass does tend to ingress over the white chalk there to, well, kind of ruin the edging of the clear lines of the horse. So it does have to have some preservation work done on it by relining the chalk there. That actually used to happen way back in the 1600s. They used to have a festival up here at nearby Uffington Castle, just a little bit further up. Unfortunately, I won't have time to walk up that way today, but they used to have a big gathering there to make a big thing of the renewal here of the horse on the hill here in Oxfordshire. One of the earliest references to this horse in literature is actually in the Red Book of Hargest. Flynn Hargest. That's probably the wrong pronunciation. That's my best attempt anyway. So that was published around 1375 to 1425, and it refers to a horse on a mountain, as it describes it in the book, near the town of Abington, T-O-N, obviously clearly meaning Abingdon, further over that way towards the city of Oxford, of course, on the River Thames, and well, not that a million miles away from there, referring to that. So that's just shows you how far back it goes and the importance of this hill here in Oxfordshire. That's it for this short bite here today on West Country Wandering, so you can join me on the channel again very soon. All the best for now. Cheers. Bye-bye.
Oh, bye-bye. Okay, that seemed like it. Not only did that seem like a really good channel that I might want to react to more often, let me know if you know this channel and if you like it, you'd like for me to keep reacting to it. But that was enlightening. That thing looks like it's galloping in certain times of the year in certain sun. That can't be by accident, right? Never heard of it. You know, Nathan, chapeau to you, sir. I appreciate your kind suggestion. You knew I'd probably be interested in that, and you were right. Wow. That's great. Y'all take care of it. Like you were saying, you maintain it. Keep it to where people can enjoy it and wonder about it. Like, what is, you know, the mystery of it all. It's always fun. So, you know, if you enjoy my reaction to my channel, please just like and subscribe. It helps the channel to grow. Helps the channel, helps me to keep going. So if you do enjoy my reactions, please hit that like button, subscribe. Let me know in the comments. If you subscribe, I'll make sure to thank you. Let me know where you're from. I love to see where people are from. If you're from this area, I'd love to know. Have you been here before? But that was fun. That was fun. So until next time, y'all take care.